The hour. Later on in the program, we'll talk about how feasible a paperless office is. This woman, Nien-Ling Wacker, is going to join us from Long Beach, California-based Laserfiche, where they look to go clean and green and get all that clutter out of your environment. And remember, you can find us right here at ASIACONF Asia Conf at Bloomberg.net. Anytime, okay. I'm from the carbon copy and the age of basically old Xerox machines and all that. Is Laserfiche like the modern day equivalent of microfiche, which we used to have? You know, you'd go through a machine and you pull up little documents which were filed away on transparencies. Is that what it is? Well,
we're much more advanced, I hope. We have
I hope you're more developed than that.
Yes. Actually, we are going to get rid of the paper. That was my original, the ambition. Mm-hmm. But the reality is people love paper.
I know,
and it's a receiving blanket. So we spent the last 20 years trying to help people to get rid of paper. And by step, I think we actually have over 28,000 customer base, and by a lot of financial institutions actually have got rid of the paper.
Seth, help me. I know you know this company, so go for it.
So it's more than just getting rid of the paper. Once you digitize the information, think of all the possibilities that you can do with it and the cross-referencing.
Exactly.
What helped you provide there?
Well, we basically initially we just get rid of the paper and to put them into the storage in the cyberspace, like I say, and to be able to retrieve any word, any phrases you want to, because there are millions of pages you can find get any clue. And nowadays they call Google, but those days we actually did a lot of it for the companies like that. And what we have been doing is going to the next phase, which is using in the cyberspace, using workflow. You can using workflow, you can find documents, you route documents, do intelligent the routing and the decision making to help you to make decisions.
You say that people, what you said was absolutely true. You said that people still love paper.
Yes.
Even though people make a big deal about the Kindle and e-readers and all that stuff. I remember distinctly hosting an event with Steve Ballmer in 1999. I was the host of the event, and he told the audience, he said, mark my words, within 5 years, he was holding up a newspaper, and he was holding up Time magazine, are going to be dead. And he brought out their version of an electronic organizer. He said, everybody's going to have one of these. Guess what? It's 10 years later, and they still print newspapers, like there's no tomorrow. Just look around the streets of Hong Kong. There's always going to be a base for tactile touch, for hard copy, for old-fashioned word, printed word on paper.
That's the real challenge for the industry in a sense. But what I found is the nice thing about it right now is once your document digitized, it's frictionless. It can meet the compliance issue much easier. You can do the security much easier. For example, I was reading up on the CPAC, and manufacturers are moving to China, and Hong Kong is a very interesting place, which you have 90% of your GDP from the service industry. With this, you're having a lot of paper going back and forth from China to Hong Kong, and you go to Singapore, all those countries. Well, we found we had a sweet spot, which, in a sense is when you allow you to scan the document in once regionally and they give you the flexibility, but centralize in the corporation allow you the central control. And that what we call the ECM, Enterprise Content Management, which is a one way ahead of the document management. The document management is for document, ECM is for content management, which you have in the electronic documents, the videos.
Because paper can't provide any value added. I have thousands of contracts that I have with different vendors, and to go through each paper contract is ridiculous. To be able to know exactly when those contracts are about to come up so that we can renegotiate. That's just one small example of what can happen.
That's exactly, because that was the original idea, to be able to find any word on say, litigations on information. But what the beauty is now, for example, if you have a policeman on the police car, he can using his Wi-Fi devices and he'll be able to get the essential information which is on the cyberspace or in the Laserfiche. He can find it. That's why we have over 5,000 state and municipal, the county governments using Laserfiche.
A lot of this depends on reliable connectivity, though.
Exactly.
It really, really does. I mean, there are things I would not have dreamed of doing on a 56K dial-up, because it would have taken forever to download the annals of history. Or
something. God, that's over.
That's way over. Yeah.
Hey, there are places you haven't been, Seth. I know you're well traveled. You got to trust me on this one. What about? Some people are worried about safety. Believe it or not, they think that having hard copy, which you can lock up in a safe and keep the key on your keychain, they know it's there. If I keep it in a database, especially if I keep it on a third-party server or something like that, I don't know who might hack into it and find out things like that. That's why certain people still write checks and get bank statements and opt out of, the email or even SMS, alternatives to getting post in the mail. I waste a lot of time opening mail, and I hate it. They send that to me, and they email and SMS it to me because that's their policy right now, which basically wastes everybody's time and wastes everybody's resources.
Well, this is where is what make our product, which is really very timely. We actually started saying 20 years ago, and one of the early customers, CIA, they want to make sure you're secure. The security is you can do redaction. Some people cannot see the redaction. Some people can see the redaction. So now we have in software is a DoD certified, is a records management, allow you to archive so you with confidence. Because a lot of financial institutions use our product for the compliance issue and also for e-discovery.
Well,
so it's a double-edged sword. Your organization can secure, actually is more secure.
Sounds actually a lot safer. I'm probably still thinking in the microfiche age or something. Thank you for joining us today.
Well, thank you very much.
Fun company to work for, by the way. They have ping pong tables instead of desks. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Dining is looking like that.
We have a dining